I spent 7 days in Belgrade for only $250, Serbia, Europe's most underrated budget destination. Have you ever visited a city that completely exceeded your expectations? When I booked my trip to Belgrade, Serbia, I honestly didn't know what to expect. Most people I spoke to recommended Paris, Rome, or Prague, but almost no one mentioned Belgrade. That made me even more curious. Could I really spend an entire week in a European capital for only around $250? But what surprised me most wasn't the fortress, the food, or even the prices. I'll tell you about that later. The moment my plane landed at Belgrade Nikola Tesla Airport, I immediately noticed how relaxed everything felt. Instead of taking an expensive taxi, I jumped on the airport bus into the city, saving quite a bit of money. I checked into a small hotel in Stari Grad, Belgrade's old town. The location couldn't have been better. Within minutes, I was walking through Republic Square, surrounded by beautiful historic buildings and lively cafés. I wandered down Knez Mihailova Street, Belgrade's famous pedestrian avenue. Street musicians were performing, people were enjoying coffee, and there was an energy that instantly made me feel welcome. My hotel cost just $28 per night. Lunch today was only $7. The airport bus costs less than a coffee back home. The next morning, I walked to the famous Kalemegdan Fortress. Nothing prepared me for that view. Standing on the fortress walls, I watched the Danube and Sava rivers meet beneath me. It was one of those moments where you stop talking and enjoy the scenery. Everyone told me this was the one place I couldn't miss, and they were absolutely right. Photos don't do it justice. The church is enormous, beautifully decorated, and incredibly peaceful inside. After that, I visited the Nikola Tesla Museum, where I learned more about one of the world's greatest inventors. Later that evening, I explored Skadarlija, Belgrade's charming bohemian district. Live musicians walked from table to table while restaurants served delicious traditional dishes. I ordered pljeskavica and enjoyed every bite while listening to Serbian folk music. It felt like stepping back in time. If there's one place I'd recommend to everyone visiting Belgrade, it's Zemun. Honestly, I almost skipped it. That would have been a huge mistake. Walking along the Danube promenade felt completely different from the busy city center. The colorful buildings, quiet streets, and relaxed atmosphere made it feel like a different town. I climbed Gardo's Tower for spectacular panoramic views before spending the afternoon at a riverside cafe watching boats drift by. Without a doubt, Zemun became my favorite part of Belgrade. I never expected to spend a beach day in Serbia, but that's exactly what happened at Seganlija. Locals call it Belgrade Sea. I rented a bicycle, cycled around the lake, grabbed an ice cream, and watched families enjoying the sunshine. It was peaceful, affordable, and a perfect break from sightseeing. Sometimes, the best travel memories come from simply slowing down. Experiencing local life. I visited the National Museum of Serbia, then wandered through Zeleni Vinnik Market. Fresh fruit, vegetables, homemade cheese, local pastries. The market was full of life. I picked up a warm burek from a nearby bakery. Simple, cheap, absolutely delicious. Sometimes the best meals aren't found in expensive restaurants. One last walk. I couldn't believe the week had gone by so quickly. On my final morning, I walked once more through Knez Mihailova Street, picked up a few souvenirs, and enjoyed one last Serbian coffee. Before heading to the airport, I took a relaxing boat cruise along the Danube. Watching Belgrade slowly disappear behind me, I realized this city had completely changed my expectations. I came looking for an affordable destination. I left with unforgettable memories. What I ate. One of the biggest surprises was the food. During the week, I tried savapi, pljeskavica, burek, sarma, a shopska salad, krempita, krofna. Every meal was generous, delicious, and surprisingly inexpensive. Most lunches and dinners cost me between $6 and $12. Where I stayed in Stari Grad, which made exploring the city incredibly easy. If you're traveling on a budget, I'd also recommend looking for accommodation in Dorkal, another fantastic neighborhood with plenty of affordable hotels, hostels, cafes, and restaurants. As my plane lifted off from Belgrade, I kept asking myself one question. Why isn't everyone talking about this city? Maybe that's exactly what makes it so special.